Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so like, what specific style of like fighting did you do?
Oh, what I did?
Yeah.
So I mean, I started off with Taekwondo. I was like,
Uh-huh.
well, technically, I started off with karate, but I don't really count that because I didn't really like it,
No
and
one
I
really
didn't take it
counts
as
that.
seriously. Yeah,
Yeah. What's it called?
but then
I
I did
I went.
Taekwondo. Yeah, no, I did Taekwondo when I was like younger,
Mm,
and then from Taekwondo, I did wrestling in high school, right? And then after wrestling, I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then I went back and forth with that and wrestling. Then I did boxing, right? And
uh,
then I did Taekwondo as well at the same time again.
okay.
And then after that, I did Muay Thai.
Mm,
And I guess now I'm like doing all together.
okay. I was gonna say, two questions for that. Like, how is the like physical strain for like a fighting athlete? Because I know like it's probably way harder than like preparing for basketball. And then second question is what like would you recommend for like someone coming into fighting out of all those like classes you took or styles you took?
Okay. So you said like like the first question was about strength, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
so like how did like how was it like
Uh, so
preparing
I
for
would say
fights
like
and like the physical strain?
yeah. No, what I would say is that strength for sure is a factor in fighting, right?
Hmm.
And I do not recommend being like fat or like out of shape basically. Like I do not recommend that for fighting in general. Because strength is a factor, at least in MMA. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because the person can grab onto you, and if you are not as strong, right, it is right, and your athleticism in general, like your endurance, your stamina, and everything, is not up to par. Then like it will definitely affect you in a negative way.
So like it's a uphill battle when you
Yeah,
start when the like fight starts.
yeah,
It's to get to the top of the mountain, right? So you don't want to
yeah,
like give 100% right away. You want to like spread it out.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't recommend. I mean, now people have their strategies and whatnot, but I do not
Mm-hmm.
recommend them blowing like the steam, all your steam just in the first few seconds. Right?
Hmm.
And then I think your second question was about what style I would recommend. I think that's what you said,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on, I would say, how old you are, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
So if you're like really young, like, I don't know, maybe you're like 10 years old or something, I would recommend mostly a traditional martial art, to be honest. Because, and I would not recommend any sparring,
Hmm.
because I don't think you should be, getting hit in the head that early on.
Hmm.
And one thing I would say is, um, but if you're a little older, like let's say you're maybe
20.
18 or 20,
Yeah.
right? Right. So I would recommend, I think striking is really, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's more simple. And I think people can pick up on it a little easier. And
Hmm.
it's a lot more solo based. So you can even do it at home, right?
Hmm.
So like boxing, I think would be a really good start, right? But if for some reason you can't do boxing, then maybe Muay Thai. If you can't do that either, then maybe like Taekwondo, right? Or karate, right? I think that a striking martial art would be good. But as once you're a professional in that, I think you should get into grappling. And like again, this depends on your what health issues you have. Do you have good knees or not? Then I would recommend
So
wrestling.
grappling
But
would be like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or
yeah, Brazilian
okay.
Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling, I think that would be a good start as well. But I would say striking first and then
Mhm.
grappling. Just now,
So striking and like grappling are like both different. So what do you like? Let's say
what
you were fighting
what do I like?
someone. Yeah, because I met someone here in the Bay Area. He does
Yeah,
MMA as well. His name is Juma. He's Muslim. And I was talking to him, and he likes striking. He says that's his strongest like
Yeah,
aspect.
I would say to be honest with you, I kind of like them both.
Hmm.
But since I guess I started off with Taekwondo, I think I have a bit more of a nostalgic like attachment to it, I guess. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So I would
So,
say that's probably my answer. But generally speaking, I like them all.
mm. So your answer is
Yeah,
striking.
yeah, I guess so.